Okay. That seems to be all I know how to do. Unless we go back to town and there's something new that unlocked. Otherwise I'm going to have to wander the jungle until I can find those two locations.
Free vowels! Get him while they're vowels!
I'm back.
Aye, so you are.
I'll let you return to your fancy schmancy glass blowing.
Aye, and I'll let you return to being a pest.
Okay, so obviously this tube here. I wonder if I can put the bomb in the tube and use it. I feel like this is a return mechanism for something, but I don't believe I've been shot at yet by anything. Maybe go talk to the doctor?
Dr. Desage.
My eye! What have you done to my eye?
I'll just come back later. The doctor is busy.
Blow up the swordfish.
I don't want to blow that up.
Okay. Makes me wonder about this. Like this angle right here, what are we looking at? Maybe now we board?
Oh, dang. Hot, hot, hot! Ow!
Okay.
And now the dock is smoldering. Perfect.
Well, there is a fire anyway.
Okay, now what?
Well...
Take that!
I'm sorry. What exactly was I supposed to be taking?
Never mind. I don't think that a YouTube would be useful there.
So, combine them? Combine it when it's flaming?
I never ever do a thing about the weather, because the weather never ever does a thing for me.
I'm convinced this is part of this. But maybe not.
I don't want to blow that up.
Ah.
That
too long.
hurt.
So...
And the dead winds crest you, and a bottle of grog.
Actually, so wait a minute. He will pull back, so if I can throw it into the pants, but the pants, they would fall through the pants, so it's got to be in the sock, I would imagine.
Okay, now what?
He's gonna... No, Guybrush. He's gonna crank it back. So somehow I have to stop the crank.
No, these size 9 bombs won't fit in that size 3 sock. It's a good thing Winslow's undies have so much crotchal support. Oh, monkey spit.
Yeah.
Man, those are some sturdy undies.
So we gotta use... I think we gotta use that pipe. Oh my god. Please not with the interface.
I don't think that a YouTube would be useful there. I don't think that a YouTube would be useful there. I don't think that a YouTube would be useful there.
Is it, I mean, is it a timing thing? Because somehow I've got to get it into those pants, I would imagine.
Sheer, sexy, and playful, with plenty of support for the active pirate. I don't think a flower sconce would enhance the feng shui right here. If I give you a flower, will you allow me to seize the screaming narwhal?
By Jove, lad! That is by far the silliest attempt to get me off this ship in months.
So you'll do it.
Of course not. You may be silly, but I'm not.
And I never ever do a thing about the weather, because the weather never ever does a thing for me.
I don't think it's gonna blow up on its own. I'm trying to time how long I have. See, there's got to be a way to jam that.
Oh, monkey spit. Man, those are some sturdy undies. That sock needs a good darning. Darn you, sock! I don't think a flower sconce would enhance the feng shui right here.
I must be missing an item.
And the dead winds crest you.
Either that or I've
in
got
the
to do
bottle of
something
grog.
whilst it's going over there to prevent him, like, you know, to distract him with something. I'm still convinced, though, that when it passes these pants, it's got to go into the pants.
And I never ever do a thing about the weather, because the weather never ever does a thing for me. And the dead winds crest you. In the bottle of grog.
Come on, Guybrush.
Unicorns!
Wow. Never thought I'd see a pirate selling glass unicorns for a living.
Aye, and I never thought I'd see a talking baboon. So I guess we're even.
I wonder how long I have. Because he stabbed LeChuck with an enchanted voodoo sword, and it seems to have absorbed the magic from LeChuck.
Okay, now what?
Okay. Run. Run.
And Dundee and the dead winds.
Oh, shit.
Darn.
I was thinking maybe I could blow up the
Ow.
glass unicorns, but obviously there's problems here. Have I tried going in here since he's been out? I don't think there's an actual entrance to this.
It's locked.
Arr. The only people allowed in me studio are me, myself, and I. Unicorns! Get your hand-blown glass unicorns!
I'm stumped. I'm guessing this must be one of the pillars. I think I have in fact gotten to everything. It's just a matter of doing whatever I can with these pillars.
I don't think that a YouTube would be useful there. Curious. Curious. That oyster shell looks so empty without a pearl.
See, obviously that's got to have something to do with it, but I've run out of items. And here's another one. Wait, is this clamshell? No, it's just a pillar there. Can I know? Ah, it brought me back. Now there's this thing I haven't managed to get to, though.
Davey,
What do you got for me, sleep good?
I've still got some questions about those acts of piracy.
Fire away, kid. I'm a font of information. What do you want to know?
What kind of ships are there to seize on Flotsam Island?
We've only got one ship on Flotsam, the Screaming Narwhal. It hasn't been seized in years.
I'm drawing a blank.
I hate it when that happens.
Bye.
Keep up the pirating, kid. I'm rooting for you.
Whoever built this jail really wanted to put the burr in Brig. Those eye carvings are creepy.
Is there a totem? I don't think I've come across a totem. Also, the game has autosave, which is nice.
If this Morgan Le Fay pirate hunter is half as nasty as his ads, I'd better give him a wide berth. I know you're supposed to stop and smell the flowers, but this pot looks like someone's taken it a wee bit too literally. It's a U-shaped tube. The U must stand for unbreakable, I guess. These things could knock a pirate on his or her rear.
Why is this upside down? Nose-shaped flower pot.
I wonder what the artist was trying to say with this flower pot. Other than, I need some more pottery lessons, of course.
See, that's got to be out there in the jungle. There's got to be something I'm missing out in the jungle. But I don't think I can get to it just yet. So I have an unbreakable tube. I have a nose pot. I got a bomb that can blow someone on his butt, and I've already figured that one out. Except I don't know how to get it over to this guy without him cranking it back.
And the dead winds crest you, and a bottle of grog.
I don't think that a YouTube would be useful there.
Neither do I, Guybrush, but I'm out of ideas.
And I never ever do a thing about the weather, 'cause the weather never ever does a thing for me.
Hot, hot, hot! Ow! I don't know why I keep doing that.
Alright, well, in the interests of keeping this going here... Actually, I can just look this up here. Tales of Monkey Island. Alright. Downstairs, flower pot, YouTube membership card. Seize the ship. Okay, bacon grease, coal fire, light bomb, use the crank. Use clothespin. Did I ever get one of those? Am I dumb?
Sheer, sexy, and playful, with
Closed
plenty of support
line.
for the active pirate. Alley-oop! Uh-oh. Hey!
And the dead winds crest you, and a bottle of grog.
Come on.
It's a good thing Winslow's undies have so much crotchal support. No, don't, please.
You'll have to be a lot sneakier than that if you want to knock me off, lad.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
What? Clever boy.
It was that simple. Just one thing I didn't see.
Well played, Master Threepwood. Or should I say, Captain Threepwood.
Captain?
Aye, now that you've bounced me off the screaming narwhal, you're officially its captain. Until someone else comes along and knocks you off.
Sweet.
Aye, bloody well sweet it is. Now, if you'll excuse me,
Well
I
timed.
have some massive internal hemorrhaging to attend to. Congratulations!
I just got a tip there's some kind of one piracy going on around here.
Not just any wanton piracy, a genuine ship seizure committed by none other than Captain Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. Guybrush is one word.
Wonderful! I could probably get a week's worth of stories out of this. You know, Threepwood, you've got spunk. Pirate spunk.
Ew.
Now, why don't you take a walk with me back to the keel hauler? Tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Well, it all started back on Melee Island. And that's how I wound up here on Flotsam Island.
Well, I don't know how you did it, Seawood, but thanks to you, I've got enough sordid swashbuckling stories to keep the Flotsam Keel Hauler Gazette afloat for months. That'll show those bozos over at the Times.
Yeah, that's, great. Now, about Deep Gut.
My pleasure, Threepwood. Sit tight while I make you a copy.
Copy?
Tammy, give me a copy of the Deep Gut file. Pronto. Right away, Mr. Nipperkin. Here you go, kid. Everything you need to know to contact Deep Gut. Don't let anyone know I gave this to you, okay? My editor will put me on deep cover in the obituary beat. Catch my drift?
Not really, but...
Great! Now, if you'll excuse me, Ace reporter Davy Nipperkin's got some headlines to grab.
Finally! Now I can ask this Deep Gut person how to get off this island and back to Elaine. Seems simple enough.
Okay. Deadline. Right, let's find our way back out of here. Make our way to the creepy shack.
No.
What do you mean, no?
What's the word?
Deadline.
Welcome, Guybrush.
The Voodoo Lady! Boy, am I glad to see you. I've got so many questions.
There'll be time enough for questions later. But first, hand me the LeChuck Slayer.
The what?
The cursed cutlass of Kaflu. Now that LeChuck has been destroyed, the cutlass must be ritually dismantled in a soul-chilling voodoo ceremony to ensure that his evil never reawakens.
Yeah, about that. I tried to destroy LeChuck with the cutlass, but I had to make some last-second substitutions, and there were some complications.
What manner of complications?
Well, the cutlass didn't so much annihilate LeChuck as it turned him human.
What?
I couldn't believe it either. Personally, I think it's a trick.
The human LeChuck. This is troubling.
Can you help me?
I'll do as much as the fates allow, but I fear that you will not like what I have to say.
Can you tell me if Elaine is okay?
The view is hazy. Ask again later.
Later? But she could be in danger, or dead, or worse.
I only know what the spirits reveal, Guybrush Threepwood.
Then what in the name of Satan's comb-over are you good for, you bloated old sea hag?
What was that?
That was the Pox of Lechuck.
Who the what now?
The Pox of Lechuck. When your improperly enchanted cutlass turned Lechuck into a human, all the evil voodoo juju within him had to go somewhere. Were you touching him at the time?
I was. Does that explain the antisocial behavior and the crude gestures?
Yes. Some of LeChuck's evil has seeped into your hand.
Do you have a cure?
No, but I know where you can find one.
I feel a piratey quest coming on.
To eliminate the Pox of LeChuck, you must seek out La Esponja Grande.
The big sponge?
La Esponja Grande is no ordinary sponge, Treepwood. It is a legendary sea sponge with incredible voodoo exfoliating abilities, capable of absorbing limitless quantities of voodoo mojo.
Where can I find it?
I have never seen it myself, but a former friend of mine, Coronado de Cava, spent many years searching for it. I last saw him in the Jerkbait Islands. Take this locket to him, and tell him I vouched for your character.
I'll get right on it after I find Elaine.
That would be unwise, Guybrush. The Pox of LeChuck must be eliminated before it spreads.
Whatever. Can you help me get off Flotsam Island? I've got a ship, but it won't do me any good with these crazy winds.
I'm afraid the winds of Flotsam are controlled by forces beyond my control, Guybrush. Perhaps someone in town can help you.
Are you sure you can't help me get off Flotsam Island?
As I said, the mysteries of Flotsam are above my pay grade. Seek out others to assist you.
If you can't tell me about Elaine, can you at least tell me where LeChuck is?
Without a mark of the voodoo on him, LeChuck's whereabouts are a mystery to me.
Do you have anything to stave off the Pox of LeChuck? His hand is really starting to annoy me.
The only way to safely deal with the Pox is La Esponja Grande.
What else can you tell me about the Pox of LeChuck?
It's a creeping cloud of unstoppable evil, spreading LeChuck's accumulated vileness like a disease across the seas.
Ugh.
Even now, I can sense the Pox wending its way to this very island.
Assuming that I do go looking for La Esponja Grande after I get off this island, what else can you tell me about it?
It's a giant magical sea sponge capable of absorbing immense voodoo energies. If there's anything that can mop up all of LeChuck's evil mojo, it's the sponge.
Tell me more about this locket.
It was given to me by my friend, Coronado de Cava.
Why do you keep putting dramatic pauses around friend? Was Coronado...
Yes, he was my boyfriend.
Icky.
We met in the Jerkbait Islands many years ago. I fell in love with his treasure-hunting mind and his beautiful eyes. He fell in love with my voodoo charms and my supple...
La 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 la, not listening.
Like a volcano! But after several months of ocean steaming passion, our love cooled after he became obsessed with the myth of La Esponja Grande. When we parted, he gave me that locket.
Sad. And disquietingly graphic. You know, you've been helping me out for years, and I still don't know your name.
Names have power, Guybrush Threepwood. Only a fool willingly gives it away.
Does my name have power?
Sure, why not?
Alright.
Well, how'd you end up on Flotsam Island?
I go where I am needed.
Yeah, the shrunken heads, they look like shrunken monkey heads, maybe?
So you're Deep Gut? Davy Nipperkin's source of off-island news?
Yes.
Why?
The price of a voodoo lifestyle is not nearly spiritual, little pirate. It also requires a substantial financial commitment.
Okay, I think that's it.
Well, this has been disturbing, but I've got an island to escape, a wife to find, and apparently a giant voodoo-sucking sponge to hunt.
May the fates guide you, Guybrush Threepwood.
Hand lotion.
International House of Mojo brand hand lotion. Good for removing warts, curses, hexes, and unsightly buboes. Warning, not for use against poxes, especially the Pox of Lechuck. Rats.
Yeah, I think they were married in the 4th game.
Knock knock.
Guybrush, don't.
Who's there?
No.
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
You fool.
What?
I've spent months crafting a pyrite parrot of Petaluma, and you've ruined it before it was finished. Now I'll have to start all over.
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. Sorry.
Okay, that's an item.
Cool bocce ball.
This is no bocce ball. This is the legendary all-seeing eye of Yamala.
All seeing? Can it see Elaine's ship? Or what happened to my favorite pair of socks?
Not right now. It's, sleeping.
I'm not sure what kind of skull that is, but I hope I never run into one.
Cards.
Cards, neat! Anyone up for a quick game of 5-card draw and quarter? Follow the monkey? Melee hold'em?
These cards are not playthings, Guybrush Threepwood. They are only to be used to divine the will of the fates.
So, what do the fates have in store for me?
You are about to take a journey on a ship. You will suffer a great loss and make a new friend.
Oh, portentous. Not to mention vague. Worst air freshener ever. Can't you use all the magical gunk in these bottles to cure my hand?
The Pox of Lechuck can only be cured with La Esponja Grande.
What's this?
I recently found this contraption in a swamp. I have yet to plumb its mysteries.
That really puts the die in diorama. Can't you use all the magical gunk in these bottles to cure my hand?
All right.
The Pox.
Right-clicking. Right-clicking will skip through dialogue. What else do we got here? Voodoo. Oh, okay, I wanted to see the voodoo doll. Right. Well, we don't have what we need for that machine.
Spiffy rug. Is that some sort of voodoo foursquare court?
That is the symbol of the Crossroads, the intersection between this world and the world of the spirits. All those who practice the voodoo must make offerings to the Crossroads to draw magic into the world of the living.
Really? Because I've never seen LeChuck offer up anything to anyone.
That is because LeChuck is a selfish abomination, hoarding voodoo power for personal gain without concern for the natural order of things. Now that he's human, his leftover plundered mojo is oozing around like a disease, clogging the crossroads with its putrescence.
Like a toilet.
Sure, why not?
Bookshelf.
Hey, I bet one of those creepy voodoo books could come in handy.
This is not a lending library, Threepwood. Merely intoning the titles of these forbidden tomes can inflict a curse on uninitiated tongues.
Yeah, right. What's this?
That is a shrine to Noah Treb, keeper of the Crossroads.
What's this?
That.
All right.
It's locked.
Yes. And it will remain locked until it's ready to reveal its secrets. Many moons from now.
Hey, if you're done with this, can I have it?
Fine. It's of no use to me now.
Who's the studliest pirate in the whole wide world?
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate. Heh.
Frozen chicken gizzard, frozen newt eyes, snake venom popsicles. Yummy. I wonder what's in...
Don't touch that. It's where I keep my unmentionables.
What's this?
Just take
the
it.
spirits have guided you well. That is a bottle containing an ancient scroll left behind by the Vacalians, the former inhabitants of Flotsam Island.
Ancient scroll, huh? Do you think it can tell me anything about these messed up winds?
Perhaps, but first, you'll have to figure out how to break the unbreakable bottle I've sealed it in.
Unbreakable bottle? Why would you do that?
Some secrets are too dangerous to fall into mortal hands, Threepwood.
Anything else you want to tell me about this scroll in the bottle?
I purchased the scroll from a bitter old pirate named McGee. Make of that what you will.
Okay. We happen to have an unbreakable pipe.
Murray?
So maybe I can use that with the unbreakable bottle. Weather vane.
Guess this thing fell off the roof when I had my little LeChuck episode. I should get shouty more often. Looks like the wind gods of Flotsam are pointing that way.
Interesting. Let's look at all the stuff I got here.
I just bet that Hemlock's map holds the secret to getting off this island and back to Elaine. But how will I get it out of that unbreakable bottle? Once I get off this stupid island and find Elaine, I guess I'm gonna have to track down this Decava guy so I can find La Esponja Grande. Polly, want a cracker?
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate.
Okay. Let's see if we can't combine the two. Nope, we cannot. Okay. So I think we use that weather vane and it points me in directions
Hey there,
how to
Threepwood.
get to the other
Do
places.
you mind if I get your pirate on the street opinion about the death cloud?
Death Cloud? The Pox of Lechuck!
The Pox of Lechuck? Pox of Lechuck. Nah, too on the nose, not enough pizzazz. Death cloud is punchy. More in your face, more, ooh, I'm gonna die. Well, I got sick pirates to interview. See ya.
She did say we should talk to the locals.
Alphabet sail.
Got stuck there.
Wow. I'm back.
Aye, so you are.
What can you tell me about this bottle?
Arr, that'd be one of me special unbreakable bottles.
Unbreakable? Ah! There isn't a bottle alive that's a match for my gift for destruction. Impressive.
The secret ingredients are those jagged crystal reefs. They're tougher than diamonds.
Weird. But what do you do if you want to open one of these unbreakable bottles in order to, say, look at an ancient scroll you've cleverly sealed inside?
That's a good question, lad. Here, show you how it's done. I use this little beauty to chip off flakes from the reefs and to crack open bottles like this one.
Whoa! So let me get this straight. Your unbreakable bottles are, in fact, opened by breaking them?
Don't get cute, Blandy. I break other things too, you know.
I'm back.
Aye, so you are.
Could you use your nifty bottle-breaking tool to break open a bottle for me?
Of course. Great. That'll be 37 pieces of 8.
What? I haven't got any pieces of 8.
Then I guess I won't be breaking any bottles for you.
Thanks for chatting, but I got a wife and arch nemesis to return to.
Aye, who doesn't?
Somehow I'm gonna need that.
Look! A three-headed monkey!
Hey, keep your grubby mitts off me bottle breaker.
I imagine now we can go see the doctor since everyone's gonna be sick, but first I want to check out my ship. The board is broken.
I don't think those embers are going out anytime soon.
Indeed.
Welcome aboard, sir.
Dan Winslow? What are you doing here?
If it's all right with you, Captain, I'd like to stay aboard as your first mate.
I don't know. I really don't...
Jolly good, sir. You won't regret it, mark my words. Now, if you'll excuse me, I believe some of my stitches have popped. I'll meet you here if the winds ever change.
Okay. So we got a crew member.
Yes, it's a rollicking pirate adventure for me. Just as soon as the winds start blowing away from the island. It's a detailed map of the entire Gulf of Melange. This thing will come in handy if I ever get off this Fischlinger Island.
Before we go into the quarters,
That's the main mast of the Screaming Narwhal. Or main tree. Hey, it's one of those spiffy new Hungarian easy-action cannons I've been begging Elaine to let me buy. Whoa, the wind's really doing a number on that cannonball.
Unicorns! Me beautiful unicorns!
okay, well that's one way to distract him, I guess.
A cheese wheel! Monster! Yuck. Still, maybe I'll find some starving rats who will eat it. That's a tightly sealed barrel of tar, used for patching up cracks and hazing bosuns. There'll be plenty of time for frolicking in the ship's hold later.
Anything else? Let's go into the quarters, I suppose.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. Or later tonight.
Okay. Well, let's get out of here. There's gotta be a better way to exit my own ship. No, come on, Guybrush, Jesus. Ah, look what happens to be unattended.
Yoink! It's amazing how many of life's problems are solved by indiscriminate cannon fire.
Indeed. So, we just combine the two.
Okay, let's break some bottles. Hey, knock it off, hand! Ow! Looks like I'm gonna have to get my hand under control if I want to break this bottle.
Yeah, nuts. Alright. Yeah, no kidding, huh?
back later. We're closed until I can replace all me inventory that someone blasted to Hades and back.
Man, what kind of jerk would do that?
I don't know, but when I find the stopper scraper, I'll shove one of me bottles so deep up his fundament. Arr!
What's a fundament?
Alright, before we go see the doctor, just want to see what else we can find around town here.
Hey there, I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. And you are?
It's Hemlock. Hemlock McGee. Arr, you!
Me?
Couldn't leave old Hemlock alone with his grog and his tattered dreams, could ya?
Why aren't you in Club 41, curled up with your grog?
Because the two-timing cannon cloggers kicked me out.
Why?
The club has a strict no feet, no service clause.
Talk about adding insult to injury. Did the wind shipwreck you on Flotsam Island too?
I've been trying to suss out these zany zephyrs since I washed up here. I even found an ancient scroll that promised to lead me to all the answers.
No!
Aye, but I couldn't figure it out. I got so frustrated that I kicked one of those statues out in the jungle and stubbed me toe. When I went to that butcher Desange, he cut me leg off.
Ooh, harsh.
Without two good legs, I couldn't explore anymore. So I limped into Club 41 and started up a long-term relationship with a keg of grog.
Can I see your ancient scroll?
Afraid not, Skippy. Some two-bit witch stole it from me in a poker game a few months ago. Won't do her any good without my Eye of the Manatee, though.
Keen. Can I borrow it?
Now, why in the name of Neptune's hangnails would I let you borrow this priceless artifact of a long-dead civilization?
If Desinge does have it in for you, I might be able to use it to wreak some sort of piratey revenge on him.
Fine. I can't use it anymore anyhow.
Thanks, Hemlock. I promise you probably won't regret this.
See, I feel like we skipped something where he was introduced, because he's definitely not anymore.
Hear ye, hear ye. Owing to the unprecedented downturn in criminal activity on Flotsam Island, delayed 3 months.
Okay, you'd think that because now there's pirate activity, this would be open.
Hey there.
Pirate activity caused by me.
What do you want now?
What the heck happened to your legs?
You mean, aside from some Egypt getting a poor old pirate involved in a deadly bar fight?
Yeah.
4 words. The Marquis de Sange.
The Marquis de Singe cut off your legs?
Aye. Not only once, of course. He cut off the first leg 7 years ago, after I stubbed me toe while investigating the winds of Flotsam Island.
That seems kind of severe.
Aye. Sometimes I think that Ponzi Git has it in for me.
You know, even aside from the legs, you're looking a little green at the gills.
I think you should mind your own beeswax, you lily-livered sucker.
Whoa, what was that?
What was what?
So long.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
I guess court isn't in session today, which is probably a good thing considering all the laws I'll be breaking.
Yeah.
It's locked.
Okay. So we just go to the doctor now. clicking outside the
Free
window.
vowels! Get him while they're vowels!
So I don't know what it is with OBS, but OBS was having troubles recording this as a full-screen application, so I had to put it in Windows mode before it would even recognize it. But I've had that problem a lot recently with games.
Bonjour.
Hi there. Are you a doctor?
Mais oui, I am the Marquis de Singe, former court physician to King Louis himself. And who might you be?
Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Zut alors! Your hand.
Yeah, I seem to have come down with something.
This is fantastic. We must investigate at once. Très intéressant alors. And you say your sick little hand has a mind of its own?
Yeah, it keeps hitting people, making rude gestures, doing all sorts of stuff I'd never do. Well, not without a really good reason, anyway.
Fascinating.
So, can you fix it?
Monsieur Threepwood, you have my word as a former physician of the court of King Louis that by the time you leave here, your misanthropic hand will never trouble you again.
So, how did a dazzling urbanite like yourself wind up in a sleepy pirate island like Flotsam?
Ah, mon ami, that is a tale of triumph and tragedy. Many years ago, I was a young physician in the court of King Louis. Those were heady days, tending to the many ills of the aristocracy, navigating scandalous palace intrigues. I was a rising star in the scientific firmament.
And then?
A conspiracy of jealous scientists accused me of performing inhuman crossbreeding experiments with the Queen's poodles!
Scientists can be so catty.
The king was outraged and ordered me exiled on this deserted tropical island.
Deserted? Then you were the first?
Oui. Happily, my solitude was short-lived, as the merry winds of Flotsam have conspired to bring me many new pirate patients over the years.
You know, Hemlock thinks you've got it in for him.
Hemlock?
Pirate explorer. 2 peg legs? Bit of an attitude?
Oh, Hemlock. Such a sad little pirate. All those years of searching in vain for the secrets of Flotsam Island have driven him where, how you say, cuckoo bananas, no? Incroyable!
So, Doc, what's the verdict?
Ah, monsieur, you are a very lucky man.
I am?
Ah, oui. The disease spreading through your saucy little parrot hand is like nothing I've ever seen before.
That doesn't sound very lucky.
In fact, somewhere in that oozing appendage may lie the secret to life itself.
It may? Hey, nice going, Han.
I'll know more after I cut it off.
What?
Yeah, there you go, Galen.
Hey!
But of course, Monsieur Threepwood, the only cure for a hand that infected is a quick, clean amputation.
Amputation? Isn't that a little rash?
No, it's a very big rash, which is why we'll have to amputate. But not to worry, monsieur. Your hand won't feel a thing thanks to my specially concocted grog anesthetic.
Ow!
Now, if you'll just relax here a few minutes, I'll be in the back sharpening my petit guillotine blade. We don't want to cut off our hand with a dull blade now, do we?
Well, I guess you have a point there.
Au revoir.
What a loon. But at least my hand seems under control for a while. I better figure out a way out of this tastefully appointed abattoir before the Marquis de Crazy Pants comes back.
Yeah, I imagine he's got a better accent than I had. A and D, left and right. I see. Key.
It's a key. I can't reach it from this position.
Actually, hold on. There we go.
Feats don't fail me now. Score 1 for the pirate with the pointy feet. I don't think this key goes with that lot. And besides, I don't think my legs will bend that far. I hope this works, or I'm about to throw away a perfectly good key.
Jacques! Bad Dead monkey! After I take care of Monsieur Sweepwood, it's back in the box for you.
Listen, Monkey, if you and I work together, we can both bust out of this joint. What do you say? Are you with me? That's the universal symbol for yes. I wonder what that does.
That is my experimental volume, which pulls lightning from the skies via these cute little voices.
Why would you do that?
Science!
It's a strange drawing of the inside of my hand.
I call it La Dessingeographe.
I call it creepy. If I spent a few dozen years in a university, I bet I could combine these chemicals to create a powerful acid that would eat through my bonds. But I'm a pirate, so I'll just say Arr. It's the box for Jacques. The Jacques in the box. Come on, Jacques, help a guy out. Wonderful.
Okay.
Lightning and monkeys. What's the connection?
I happen to have some cheese, don't I? I don't have access to my full-powered generator.
It's a machine that uses rodents to make lightning.
I don't have access to my inventory right now.
It's a snazzy bronze foot pedal. I can't reach it. This looks like it might do something interesting. Ouch! That looked unpleasant. Come on, Jacques, help a guy out. Wonderful.
Okay, what about that pedal?
Let's see what this does. Bananas from heaven! Thanks, Banana God.
Okay.
That's the key Dessinge used to lock me down. If only it weren't so far away. If I had to guess, I'd say that was one of Dessinge's former patients. Probably one who came in with a hangnail. What an amazing device!
Ah, I see you have discovered my incredible Illumino screen. It harnesses the power of light to amplify tiny drawings 1,000-fold. Just imagine, someday people will be able to share hundreds of pictures of their holiday travels with their extended families simultaneously.
You fiend! It's a stack of pictures for that picture embiggening device over there. I never know what to think of test tubes. I really hate tests, but I'm generally okay with tubes.
Other things.
I've heard of these. I think they're called microscopes.
I prefer the term enlargerama.
Yeah, and I prefer to rip your gizzard out, you sniveling sea slug.
Whoa, what was that?
Okay.
Sorry. All right, feet. Make yourselves useful. All right. A gross picture of my grosser hand. Things are looking up. Whoops. I meant to do that. Come on, Jacques. Help a guy out. Wonderful.
Right, we need a banana.
That's the key Dessinge
Come on,
used to lock me
Jacques.
down. If only it weren't so far away. Wow, Wow, an electromagnetic monkey!
Magnetic tail.
I had a dream like that once. Only it was an iguana, not a monkey. And instead of a key, it was an ice cream cone. Plus, I was in my underwear for some reason.
He's back to normal.
Wow, he seems excited about something.
Can I get that key off of him? Can I get that key off of him? Come on.
That's it. Come on, you magnificent magnetic monkey. Gotcha! Now, to work the key into the lock. Ta-da!
Monsieur Threepwood, what do you think you're doing? Get back on the table at once.
Sorry, Doc, but I think I should get a second opinion. Thanks for numbing up my hand, though. All that flailing and slapping was getting on my nerves.
Wait!
Poor Jacques.
Wait! Stop! I must have your beautiful testifying hand! Come back! Ah, slovenly parrots! Leaving their trash floating all over the place! A parrot hunter, eh?
Alright. So what?
It's a mysterious ancient instrument for breaking mysterious ancient crystals.
And why didn't this work?
Yow!
Oh, because I hadn't
Elaine, here I come!
managed to make it work?
Or, maybe not.
Alright. We need to combine that with that.
This looks promising.
Okay, so from the altar we go to bees, to monkey, to wind, I guess, to the well. Okay, let's just wait until we get to the well. Oh, that's right. The hand was stopping me. Flower with the well. Now, is that flower pot that I've got gonna work, I wonder? And we go to wind, bees, wind, and then at the compass, or the calendar, I guess, we go to wind, and then the door. Alright.